First watch your thoughts, try to turn inward and concentrating on your mind, and just check whether you have virtuous thought or non-virtuous thought or neutral thought. And in case if you have anything that which is negative or something related with the afflictive emotion, then one should try to abandon like a poison, and then not abide in the neutral thought, and try to develop the virtuous thought, devotion and so forth. And with that, with a single pointed devotion to the triple gem, and believing to receive all those blessings, and with that then carry through the prayer chantings. And within this world, whatsoever it is existing, that there is no anything that which is a permanent or stable thing. So similar like those seasons, like summer, winter, spring and so forth, that every single moment, all those kind of changes are just happening constantly. So even just oneself, that moment we are born from the mother's womb until now, just every single moment, all those kind of changes constantly happening, and then how all this we are just grown up in this way.
I say that.
And then, of course, we always think that we could just collect more wealth and material belongings to keep oneself happy. And then just having such kind of thought, and then how time just runs or flies like months and year, and then we get just close to death. And even one wants to be happy and kind of joyful, but one could not really just achieve that. So that is why try not to just think, or not to have that grasping that the external world, internal living beings, material wealth, everything is just how it is, impermanent and momentary changes. So how much attachment or graspings that we develop in relation with this external world and belongings and so forth, and that much is the negativities are just developing. So one should really work hard to get rid of all those attachments and graspings.
Gandhi said, to keep deal, Nando Chirimado, Tabario, the Gandhi Yomaras.
So it is always important to try to work on that, to let it go, all sorts of attachment and grasping in relation with all this kind of worldly just activities and material wealth, because by any means one day we have to just separate and we have to leave them behind. Only that important is that having sense of just being kind and loving to one's like parents or children or husband and wife, and try to do all those kind of prayers. And for no much reason or purpose, then just quarreling and just fighting and then spending time in that way there is no any purpose. So in this way, every time try to concentrate in the impermanence and uncertain death, and not to just think and not to hold that all these phenomena and everything is just permanent, and also try to concentrate into the sufferings of the samsara.
Nunatene, Delate, Pembachevate, a chair to Gure, Tommy Chit, Nyansulen or Denata the chair Nyansulen, there's a pancreas.
So if one just concentrate and contemplate on the impermanence and uncertain death, and that in relation with all these kind of external phenomena and internal beings and relationships and so forth, then that it helps that to turn one's mind towards the Dharma, so that one can engage more seriously into the Dharma practices.
The danger come there, control number somewhere, Sawa Chase, the Niva Chase, Yamaris. Dela tenete rank koi dungandele dirt to get they indeed they on the control the number couldn't majebas chiefs.
So in this world there is no anything more powerful than the triple gem, and there is no anything more precious than the triple gem. So through relying upon the triple gem and having belief and devotion with the triple gem, that one could get the complete benefit. So one should not really forget and try to remind oneself.
Langsung ngase tongji memendaji de niba mengandaji o tonghi ejire be nambang je gyawan etamang je gyawan do chinji langsung tende timare te na dan la rong so de jela yebi nyamumba dunga danze o nena tanji kancho tuji tsala torne tarwa tanti chemba hewa dewa serwa janamba.
So that in a way, maybe we could not perceive instantly the triple gems, or we could not, just have access to it. Is the power of the triple gem is nothing like those nuclear bombs, that how it is instantly kind of, just creates lots of, kind of action. So one should just somehow rely upon the triple gem, and then if one carry through practice, and through which the whole purpose is that how we can get rid of all these afflictive emotions, and then the self-attachment, and then in grasping clinging in relation with all this object, that which we need to purify, and then we could have the liberation, which its nature is peaceful and blissful and very perfect and ultimate happiness.
No, there's a bonjagale, tended torsoneg, Diba Chemoshiachi, Tantuji, Kangar Chemojuachi, Tangiers. What Conchuga Tujegi, she loves it, bound the Jerna, the Coral Dungal Trotobato, the Tartuki Deva, Ponson Soba, the Nasa Tortuju. She loves him more, they ended Deva Meguchi, Kalimandas.
So the nuclear, bombs, the atom bombs, that of course, when anybody uses, then it causes lots of destruction and problem and suffering. But the nuclear bomb of the blessing of Triple Gem would destroy the afflictive emotions and obscurations, and then ultimately we can achieve the Buddhahood or the ultimate liberation. So in that way we should develop our devotion and faith, and then we will carry through the prayer chantings.
Sasadonda Denonaba. Okay, Johnny, Sunday Sheni, Mugu Chicken, Sam Janro on chicken, Sunday Melon, Delicious Yavoyers.
So in this way one can carry through the supplication prayer, especially like a certain quiet and isolated places. Then one go and then one can just do this Guru Yoga practice with a very beautiful tune and a high tune, like from core of one's heart, just having the inclination and devotion. And then if until one just kind of feel like that faint with the prayer and completely just concentrated into the supplication prayer, then it is also very beneficial. So in this way, where one concentrate one's mind into the supplication prayer with one's body, speech, mind, as if that oneself is completely attracted by the Guru, and then just chanting the Bhajar Guru mantra that one can do as a supplication prayer to Guru Pema Sambhava, and at the same time the Bhajar Guru mantra also can be accumulated as a mantra. It is everything depend upon one's own devotion and faith and inclination towards the object of refuge.
Oh yeah. So 싫어라.
치료제.
뭐야? 어떻게 오너서 가서 년내지 때문에 제대로 제삼을. 그 뭐지? 책주 있대.